Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we were playing with new cards from the Murder at Karlov Manor set that came out for standard today in MTG Arena. And what is it? What are we using with it as the framework? A mono black control. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, a person who is painfully interested in the microbes that are having sex in your drinking water right now, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I am broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by TayMalice. TayMalice. Thank God he started putting some decks up again. So this one is a new one from the Murders at Karlov Manor, and it's going to be interesting. It's a mono black control deck, and we are going to be controlling like nobody's business. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through these cards really quick. We'll probably stop and talk about the new ones a little bit longer than we normally do. We'll talk a little bit how the deck should work, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, what do we got? We got Creature Kill. Creature Kill. We got, it does a bunch of little things. It's either, what, 2, +2/+2, or -1, -1, or gain life. And eventually you get a guy that helps you cast instants or sorceries. We've got Creature Kill that can't be countered. We got card draw. We got card draw and mana ramp. We got Sheoldred that punishes everybody for drawing cards, but benefits you for drawing cards. Here's the End, which exiles target creature or planeswalker, and then you get to exile stuff out of their hand, graveyard, and library, that same type. Deadly Cover-Up is a brand new card that says that destroy all creatures. So black has board wipe again for 5. Thank God. Because I can tell you, man, black needs board wipe. It needs it. And it says if you collected the evidence, which means you need to get rid of cards in your graveyard that add up to 6 mana. And if you did that, then you can do what the End does and find a creature in your opponent's a card in your opponent's graveyard. And then you search their graveyard, hand, and library to get rid of all the cards with the same name. And then they draw a card for each card that was exiled from their hand that way. So between the End and Deadly Cover-Up, you are ripping out cards that they are never going to be able to play again in your entire thing. You've got 6 chances to just make it so their deck doesn't do anything good. Corrupt, which deals damage equal to the number of swamps you control, and you gain life that way. So vampirism. And a brand new card called Vein Ripper. That is so gross. But he is a 6. He's a vampire assassin, 6/5 with flying. And he's got ward, which they have to sacrifice a creature to be able to target this guy. Nuts. And whenever a creature dies, yours or theirs, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. There is going to be some combos associated with this guy, my friends. If you wipe the board while having this guy out and there's a bunch of creatures, everyone's going to lose 2 life per creature and you'll gain it. That could just kill them, or it could completely shift the balance of power in your direction. All right, now we got 25 La Swamp. That's to make Corrupt do what Corrupt likes to do best. And Takenuma, which allows you to pull creatures and planeswalkers from the graveyard back to your hand. All right, so what are we going to do? We are going to be killing creatures left and right, punishing them for drawing cards, and then if they put stuff out we don't like, we will just rip it out of their we'll kill it, wipe the board possibly, and pull things out of their graveyard and never let them play those cards again. All right, so that's what we're going to go do. But before we do our damage, as always, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together, heads down. Dear Black King Toxrel, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we are playing against Yesmaniac. Yesmaniac. All right, I can dig it. That's a good play on words. 3 mana. Deadly cover-up. Keep. Destroy all creatures. Interesting. As additional costs, I have to be able to get rid of... Let's say... Total mana of 6. Okay, there we go. Let's get a little of this going on there. I'll gain some life. Vein Ripper cost me 6 to put out. Ooh, we got a bunch of new cards. Alright, apparently this is what we're doing. I may collect it. Then search the Ireland and cards with name it, exile them if they're shuffles, and draws a card. Alright, cool. So I don't have to pay it. The extra cost. What's this guy doing to me here? Counter! Can't be countered. Counter it! Can't be countered. Counter it! There we go. Alright, I got one dude. He can be used for mana. But only for instants or sorceries. Alright, so he's 5. But I pay more, like even more than that, huh? All right, I could do that. Suck it! There we go. I'll attack. I don't necessarily want to wipe the board when all I got all my dudes out on the board right now. Mow the grass. Oh, what do you think he's going to take out? The Vampire or the board wipe? I'd go after... I mean, the board wipe's not cool for you, man. You gotta make a decision. There's only 2 cards. Alright, we could do it, Death Moon. Just pick up another land. That is not a land. Give me my card back. This is doing things just to do things, and that's not worth it, man. All right, block. I dare you. All right, what will we draw next? I mean, I need that board wipe to be able to board wipe. This is the end. What's in your hand? More of these jerks, huh? Wow, we're not killing any of those guys. Who am I ripping out of this? Destroy evidence collected. All right, come on. Mana! Oh, I got the mana. Great. Let's just go in for the attack. There's going to be a board wipe. Of course, he's got the ability to kill my only creature at that point. All right, let's hope we can pull another creature. We can goad him into killing it. He's got that other creature up there, too. This game's like, really against the control deck. Kind of sucks. All right. There you go. You're going to have to pay your ward, which sacrifice a creature, which you do not have. I guess you can put out your land and then sacrifice it. I'm coming for you. There's your stupid creature. Kill, kill, kill. Murder, death, kill. Come on. I guess we got to be... have to allow for things to be slow. Today is the first day of a new set. Coming for the attack. What else can we do over here while we're waiting? Play in the water. Touch more flowers. Play around with the mold spores. You're gonna do damage and then kill your own guy? Do it! Go get him. Rip out some veins. It's funny, he's looking at his enchantment over there, like it's going to do something for him. I mean, Sheoldred's sitting back just because I don't want her to be killed immediately. There's somebody you can give up on. You've only got one black, huh? No, nothing. All right, let's go for the attack. That's 6 straight in. You're going to go ahead and go for the kill at that point? I mean, you have to. You have no other choice at this point. There you go. All right, well, we jumped way ahead to a weird situation. Draw a card and die, please. There we go. You better find some way of gaining your life back right now. Doesn't matter, man. Dead! There we go. Yes, Maniac. Destroyed. Victory! Alright, playing against Uffor. And what do we got? We got 3 mana. That's a good number to play with. Let's say keep. Ooh, it's a mole. He came out of the trick-or-treat house. Ew, what is that gross stuff all over the floor? These guys are always a pain in the butt. Try that again. He's got a flashlight magnifying glass. All right. Does he just keep doing that over and over again? You can do it. Think about the future. You're a very pleasant little guy. I appreciate you. Unlike the green guy who looks like he's not wearing pants all the time. I'm fine. We'll just have to suck it for the moment. Knock, knock, knock. Trick or treat. All right, that's what he's got in his hand, huh? All right, these cover-ups are going to go really well. We just got to get him to put that stuff out. I don't care about singletons like that. Let's just call it. One, two. Never to be seen again. There we go. Now we got a goodly amount. Yeah, I got it. Let's do it. One, two, three. Well, we're just ripping through their stuff. I can see if you're playing against a control, like a combo deck, and you know how that plays out. These cards are going to be fantastic. You get that 6th mana. We're definitely controlling things. Need another mana from somewhere, though. All right, come on. 6 mana. There we go. All right, we're at 17. He's at 11. Perfect. Now we can wipe the board again in a true control-y kind of way. Six. Nothing. One more of those guys. Graveyard. Kill it from there too, I guess. Alright, so we just got corrupt. We don't have anything to do any great damage forward. Where's our guys at? That's not good. We could definitely buy some time. All right, he's down to 3. All right, come on, deck. Give me something to work with. That's not it. All right, that's it, deck. It's got to be this turn, man. You got to do it for me. There's no creatures out, so it's not helping me at all. I think I'm dead. There's the 7. Wah-wah. We were doing so good. Just couldn't pull out anything that we needed to do to advance our cause. All right, we're playing against Pachan 33. P-Chan 33? Something to that effect. Keep. Oh, there's naked Joe Jackson. Don't show me your butt. Put some pants on there, Donald Duck. Or at least we have 3 mana this time. All right, mana number. Let's just kill this guy up. 3. We'll start drawing some extra stuff. This will work well with the Sheoldred. There we go. You're gonna kill? Kill, or you're just gonna go ahead and discard a card and draw a card. Hoping for something better. That Rakdos looks like a cool ass card, I'll tell you that. What's up with you, devil? That was 3 black lands in a row. Alright, Sheoldred again. This guy's packing all the control there. Unfortunately, I actually really like his deck quite a bit. Alright, so I've got 5. This board wipe is really nice. Give it to me. That's not a board wipe. There's the board wipe. Let's see what's in his graveyard we can get rid of here. You gotta show me what's in your hand. Let's get rid of Rakdos. How about that? That guy right there. Ah ha ha! Ha ha! Let's get the Vein Ripper out there. He's a sacrifice. And we win! Suck it, sucker fish! Victory! And we're playing against TopKatt. It's nice if you want to be TopKatt and you get yourself a nice line, dude. Alright, thing is that we need more mana. I'm going to play it. I'm hoping we can draw one pretty soon. Nope. There you go. No green crystal for you, ever. Look at it right there in your face. Right out of your reach. Suck it. Alright, we're out of mana. Hopefully we can pull up a 3rd on our next turn. Technically, I need to get the 4 before I can start doing anything. Mana! Sacrificing your own stuff, huh? Good for you. Alright, let's see what Sheoldred could do to these people. I got 1 corrupt. That's going to be at least 4 equal to 4. How's your bear doing? Is he looking enviously at that floating crystal right in front of his face? Yes, totes, my goats. I always feel like that's a trick. Sorcery, sorcery. He's got a lot of weird crap going on here. Single cards, return creatures, graveyard tapped. Lightning Helix, he's only got a single. We're okay. Alright, keep it going. I get you down to 4, I could just suck your life right out of you. Have a good time. One, two. Gone forever. All in. Alright, we're so close. I can pick up 1 more mana. We could just corrupt them. Of course, I have to get to 6 to do it. Alright. Victory! Man, corrupt should be cheaper. Alright, I'm playing against Travis. Three mana. 1. Long goodbye. Two. Let's just eat that person's milkshake. Three gets us into Celestus. I say, I don't think you got the colors to take that out mid-flight. Don't make me cover you up. I need to get to. I got 5 mana. All right, so you can sacrifice his welcoming vampire for this. I would if I was him. All right, come on down, Charlie Brown. Death. Yeah, I can't kill the Roaming Throne because it is an artifact. I can wipe the board, but I don't want to wipe out my Vein Ripper. Let's go get him. Come on. There we go. One more good hit, and we got it. That might be my only creature I get. Yet, I kind of feel the need to keep these others in hand. He's got 2 guys. He could easily sacrifice one of them. What's he pulling out here? Flying? Hopefully we'll get something. We could do a little creature kill. Alright, he's going for the block. He's got life gain over there. Let's see what we can pull. Ooh, Sheoldred. And let's go win the game. Right there. Do it! Draw your card. I dare you. There we go. Winner, winner! Victory dinner! Alright, so we're here with the MKM Black, Mono Black Control deck. And it was good. It was really good. I liked it quite a bit. What I liked about it was that, I mean, it was control, so it was a little contrived. As in the fact that we were just sitting there wiping people's stuff out over and over again. But what I did like was that it felt it was a weird way of playing against people's stuff. We've had the end for, what, a couple sets now? But the fact that you wipe something out in every copy of it. And so it allows you to pick on like a thread of the deck and just pull it out. And if they're playing combo decks and you know what those decks are, then you could get rid of something that is crucial to their deck. So yeah, like a real aggro deck, it probably doesn't matter too much. But like anything that's playing with a lot of control, maybe a good mill deck or something, you could go after the key pieces that keep their deck's all about. And so the ends for that. But then we got Deadly Cover Up, which does the same thing. Of course, they have to have something in the graveyard already for you to exile to be the target of that, but then you wipe out everything else. So between the end and the Deadly Cover Up, you're able to just completely rip apart their strategy out of their deck. Corrupt, I love it in concept, but we just are not like ramping up in mana enough to make it worthwhile. That's my big problem with Corrupt. And because it'd be great if it was just like, I don't know, like X, where X has to be swamps or something like that. Because who cares if I'm doing Corrupt for, 1 or 2 or 3? The fact that I have to wait until I can do at least 6 mana, yeah, that's hardcore, and I don't particularly care for that at Corrupt. Seems like there might be a better card to do than Corrupt, but it was in here. That's what got happened. Vein Ripper was pretty kick-ass. I like the fact that they have to sacrifice a creature for their warding ability. Plus, he's kind of got that whole vampire thing going on with the lose 2, gain 2 kind of life. So between Sheoldred and the Vampire Ripper, you got a little bit of life gain going on. It's good. The new creature kill in here that cannot be countered. I appreciate that. I also like the fact that it's mana value at 3 or less. I always thought that, I forget what it's called now. The other one that just says they have to have like a power and toughness no greater than 5. That one becomes a turd in your hand way too quickly. This one, no matter how big they are, a lot of times mana values stay low and you can take out a lot of good stuff. All right, so let's see. Was it a good deck? Yeah, it was a good deck altogether. The deal was, who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? And out of this particular deck, I got to say, there's just not a lot of creatures going on in here. If anything, I felt like we needed to pop some sort of cheap creatures out of here. We just got a lot of control. This guy's a little too weird to play with. Sheoldred's the cheap one. I gotta say, the one I kept looking forward to probably the most was probably Deadly Cover Up, because we have the ability to destroy all creatures, and we have the ability to go after their stuff, provided we can do an evidence of 6. So I gotta say, I think Deadly Cover Up was probably the most valuable card in this deck, as far as being the best one to play with and its impact on the game. All right, there you go, Deadly Cover Up. You are my MVP. You are the MVP. What's up with Goo Fingers there? That's kind of crazy. All right, so was this deck competitive? I ended up getting a 63% win rate. It's not fantastic, but still pretty darn good. There were sometimes, like I played against a mono white deck that just had every answer to anything we did. Anytime we did anything targeted, just protected everything that was going on. I played against a Demir deck, same thing. They just kept phasing their guys out all the time. I mean, phasing is fantastic. So, yeah, this has got some targeted things to it. Sometimes that stuff doesn't work out. The more that happens, the less you're able to be effective, and eventually you just do nothing. So, but altogether, this deck, more times than not, 2 out of every 3 games ends up winning because of its levels of control. The creatures were very thin. There's times I just felt like I couldn't make any advances on it. But Vein Ripper's protection is pretty decent, especially if you could keep the rest of the creatures off the battlefield. All right, so there you go. Was this deck fun? It was a control deck. So if you were into control, yeah, you would love this deck. It's got a nice amount of control. It's got an interesting, I don't want to call it, almost feels like discard between the end and Deadly Cover Up. So it's an icky kind of thing. Let's just go straight into the brain and rip things out. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it a lot. So I think for certain genres of people, they will think this is a fun deck. All right, let's see. Was this deck interesting? Totally. Why? Because we're playing with the Murder and Karlov Manor set. We got a bunch of new cards in here. And we got a deck playing, it's this weird type of removing creatures and moving cards out of graveyards and hands and everything, and just keeping them pinned down so that forever and ever they don't get to use something that's important to them. That was pretty darn cool. Yeah, and it was nice seeing some of these other new cards, like the Vein Ripper and the Long Goodbye. So altogether, just new cards, new ways of playing things. It was an interesting deck. All right, so let's add that up. Was it competitive? Yeah. Was it fun? It can be. And was it interesting? Totally. So I'm going to give this deck, I'm going to give it a straight A, just because I didn't felt like it was as competitive as I liked it to be. And I felt like it wasn't the kind of fun that I'm personally looking for. So I'm going to give it a straight A. But I think that this is a deck worth playing, and I'm definitely going to come back to it a little bit, especially when I want to be mean to people. A nice, good mono black control deck goes a long way to evening the tables when people are beating on you too hard and you need to just completely shut them down. So there you go, everyone. Straight A deck, straight out of the new set. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.